Now let's talk about how to search for, borrow, renew, and return books using Sora. First, know that elementary students will only be able to see and access the elementary appropriate titles. Middle school students have access to both elementary and young adult titles, and high school students and DPS staff members have access to the entire collection. Also, know that Sora has three formats: ebooks, audiobooks with the headset icon, and read-alongs. I'll identify the read-alongs as we work through this lesson. There are two ways to browse for titles, and both are reached through the Explore tab at the bottom of the home page. You can use the search bar and search by title, author, or subject keyword. You can also use the Collections tab to access our curated collections. When you are on the Explore tab, you will notice our banner collection, followed by 49 of the most popular and important collections. We reorder this list often, so be sure to check back. You can also set some search limiters using the Preferences tab, including books that are available now, the type of format you want, your preferred language, preferred audience, and then just choose Apply. But please note that any selections you make here will apply for all future searches until you turn them off. Now let's take a deeper look at this Collections tab. These collections, over 100 currently, have been curated by the Library Services team. They include 6 Own Voices collections, including our Asian authors, Black authors, Latinx and Indigenous authors, and Voices of the Caribbean and Middle East. We also have culturally responsive collections, including 1,000 Black Girl books, Black Boy Joy, our newcomer stories, and our LGBTQ+ stories. This is where you will also find curriculum support, including science for the younger grades, literacy support, language arts support, and high school English class support. If you are interested in having a book that your entire class can read simultaneously, be sure to check out the Always Available collection or the Always Available read-alongs. To see the entire list and collection of our read-alongs, find the Read Along With Me collection, which currently has over 2,000 titles. We also have more than 4,000 titles in languages other than English, including Arabic titles, Chinese titles, French language titles, Portuguese language titles, Russian language titles, and our very robust Spanish collection, which includes Spanish language fiction and Spanish language nonfiction. Other collections that are worth noting include our Quick Reads for Tweens and Teens, which feature high-interest books for striving older readers, the Mental Health Toolbox, the Mindfulness Collection, and the Anti-Racist Readings Collection. Now, let's look more closely at our Latinx Authors Collection, which currently has 960 titles. First, notice that this collection can easily be refined on this bar. I can quickly isolate all the ebook options or the audiobook options in our Latinx Authors collection, or I can isolate the different age groups, or use the More button for a drop-down menu of different tags. If you'd like to learn about a book, simply scroll over the cover art and click, and information about that book will now be displayed. It includes the format the book is presented in this case it's a read-along ebook, publication information and difficulty information, a summary of the book, and more details including how many copies we own and how many copies are currently available. I can choose to borrow the book from here by clicking on the blue Borrow word, or I can borrow it from here as well. I'm going to refine our search using the Refine button on the right-hand side of the page. These options include selecting a language, the audience, or searching within the results. I'm going to search for all the books written by Margarita Engel. I now show that we have 25 ebooks and 5 audiobooks by this amazing author, but I'm once again going to refine my search by asking for only the Spanish titles. I show that we have 5 Spanish titles by Margarita Engel. If I'd like to borrow any of these, I simply need to click on the Borrow button, and that book has now gone into my collection. eBooks borrow for 28 days and audiobooks borrow for 21 days. They will automatically be returned as soon as that time period has elapsed. I can also put a hold on any book that is currently checked out. I simply need to click on the place hold bar, and now I've entered a queue. As soon as that book is available, I will get an email notification through my DPS email. Now click on the shelf icon. This is the view of all items currently checked out on the user's account. Students may check out 5 items, and staff may check out 15. From here, you can renew items and also return items early if you're finished with it or you're no longer interested in the book. To return an item, simply click on the title and click Return. For more student engagement, look at the final tab, Me. Here, students can see their personal reading statistic and all of their achievement badges. They can customize both their name and their identification icon. And congratulations! You have finished learning how to navigate the basic pieces of Sora.